on Nigeria. Then yesterday, Okomo say all of them, Ndi Madu Mechia here, na Abuja. Majority of them did not close. Kerihe and Ndi Igbo Hama Anogide say one day since I manage economy in Nigeria Naka to just close down for once, for one day.
Brother, it's very painful.
Everything can be locked down. Why can't we, as in the buy, do it just for once? After these guys said all these things, they said they will come. Kehemeren, they still opened their shop yesterday. And what happened? Until they started pushing tear gas into their shop. Now that is when they to close their shop.
That's when
on a very good day, from 6 o'clock, the street could have been full. Even I was expecting yesterday, 1 million citizens of Nigeria marched out in the street of Abuja. Police mayhem yesterday.
Never.
It couldn't have. Yeah, if they fuck a mother the car, EGG na street. Where would you start? But as you can see, they took advantage of the small group and they just keep dispatching them wherever they rises up. At Choroha, Ndemarana, by Pucha na Tegas na water, this and they will still find you. God, thank God that yesterday that on your go, some other people are arrested somewhere which were not covered on camera because that's how all these things works. So I think by there is an in-house war, as in the Biafrans, as in the Igbo. Let's stop hiding all these things.
That
the most
true.
important war. Yeah, the most important war that we should fight within ourselves, because that now if we keep thinking that Nigeria will release in Nanek, they will be there. They will just kill this man. It's in a book of history again. Then a museum by diplomatic talk. But at the end of the day, Nande Kanu aungo, Papa ya aungo, Mama ya aungo, Ninkesu ya aungo, Ele hai neme. Oge rugo mbe, people like Audios Okalo will not be comfortable entering Southeast. People like Mba cannot stay in government. And by now, I suppose when any government house in the Southeast that will be functioning by now. I'm telling you people, because at the end of the day, how many times Soludo used Nnamdi Kanu to campaign? Federal government. The latest person that is saying it now is Alex Otu. People are actually keeping quiet because I have Alex and Alo, but that doesn't mean that we haven't had that. We've been hearing that until when Nnamdi Kanu and our body Nimenga, somebody will now come and say Alex. But they are all actually bringing themselves out one by one. But all I'm trying to say is that any protest that will happen in Southeast or the next protest in the Igbo, the people that we will target or politicians, every one of them need the Igbo also. They need Southeast need the
that is already that was the plan that was on the ground. That was the plan.
That is the thing. Once you chase all these politicians out, how also from Southeast, there should be time ago when we start saying, because what is going on now, Sowore push here, and I know whether you say Sowore is want to get followers, let him get the followers. But the most important thing that most important thing now is that now most Nigerians themselves are the main point of what is going on. That's why you see them now like this. The next thing they will do now is to start listening to Nnamdi Kanu brokers. And I actually urge everybody to start dispatching those things Nnamdi Kanu used to say, especially to most of these platforms that these guys that you see on the telly, what they listen to, so that they can be more educated more. Because me and you, we are like this because I polyampa nege brokers in Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why we become awake. That's why we are speaking like this, knowing exactly what we know now, which these people do not know. Because like the last person I proved before, I every day. Is okay, Google. Every day I need discuss about
but sorry, brother, sorry. There is something you said earlier that Nnamdi Kanu almost made it yesterday. Is that did you say that? What do you mean almost made it yesterday?
No, I didn't say Nnamdi Kanu nearly made it. I said that I can't remember what I said, but I don't think I said something.
He was saying that the revolution that Nigeria have been looking for, the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu almost pushed them to that level, but they refused to take this chance.
Yeah, because most of them were not there, not because he raised Nnamdi Kanu, even though it was part of it. But, everything accumulated, both the NSAS and bad government and the Fulani killings.
It's never going to happen. I think the structure of Nigeria, everything put together, has made it so that it's never ever, because you've had in the past what you can call a perfect storm, and still the storm can't come because there's so many reasons why that can happen, and it's not even going to happen. It's not okay. Like when you start a protest or revolution, whatever it is, they already know now that they can outwait you a couple of days, even maybe a day or two. It goes there, and everybody, so it doesn't.
Remember what I said. Remember what I said before. I said that there can never be a revolution in Nigeria because Nigeria is no one's country. Nobody is willing to die for Nigeria because it was never anybody's country. If you go and invade Yoruba land, they will fight you. All of them came out. Anything in Arewa, they will all come out. Anything concerning Biafra, every one of us will step out. Who is going to step out for Nigeria? Nobody.
Yeah,
and that's why you see them.
So that is why I said that. I, as a person, all this talk. We are not.
I'm tired too.
Wait. We are not saying what we should be talking about. If I question Kunabo, I'm almost. As a person,
we need to start strategizing ourselves.
Now the thing is, I'm almost a senior citizen age-wise, right? But I will be willing to put my money where my mouth is, because trust me, we know already what the plans are towards us as Biafran and towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. So obviously, and you don't have to. If you have even have sense in you, you must know that so far, aside Simon Ekpa, there's nobody or group of persons that are serious. That's my point. There's no seriousness. I can guarantee you now, given
Can you imagine? Look at yesterday. A woman went to drop flower to remember people that died. Even a made accident in a main road. And accident in the main road. He can find the main road. They do flower. But now, people were remembering that now.
I will let him finish. Okucha, anytime this brother Okucha, then he in him chance can go FM Chigwa, then save up. I'm tired.
Let him finish.
So, Mother Blue flower, JJ Dowa, and now the manner that you just scattered the whole flower, as if that those people that died that day were cockroach. I was watching them that day. They were firing this thing. I cried for the fact that these citizens of Nigeria, we are waving Nigerian flag. They were singing national anthem. And I go Biafra national anthem here. I always get emotional. I always want to cry. I always feel that this is my national anthem. And you can imagine when a soldier that actually swore that this is my country that I will protect with my life, their citizens here flag in pledge your allegiance to. Now go national anthem, yet you open fire. That was when I knew that the country is gone. Is gone. Ndioshi Norosai there. The Nigerian forces Norosai there. People will prefer to go to Ndioshi because Onyoshi, you are just Zuru the ones that you have. Just take your phone and your money and let you go. Police and Nigerian forces will take the ones that you have, still take you to the bank, collect the remaining one, still carry you, put inside jail, and you still bail yourself. How many things? Let me tell you, it's time. Okay, Rugo. But Ikwanye governor also in Southeast and all the politicians in the Southeast. Ikwanye everybody. Government house will make cheer for 1 month, 2 months. Nigeria will hear the story. I'm telling you. Government house, Oka, Enugu, Owerri, Abia State. Every one of them stop. Simon Ekpa, before Simon Ekpa, Abayenime, when he ordered about courts to stop working.
Of course, now
everywhere we are thinking.
Many of them shut down.
When you shut down all these their offices in the Southeast, if they will now understand, I'm not saying that. Why I'm talking about this thing is that now, to the extent that now, they are rubbing it on our face. That do what you will do. Let's see. And the moment that we keep quiet, they will keep testing the waters. Let me tell you, they must keep testing the waters. How they push Katunu, because now a very good government, if Nigeria was actually a very, very good government, I think by now they will be trying to save their faces. They are not trying to save their faces. They are committing more things as if Nahang was a spare life for Nigeria or something like that. People are dying every day like cockroaches in Nigeria. The whole international community are pointing their hands on inside Nigeria that there is a genocide going on in Nigeria. Yet some clowns decided to go to America to go and debunk the something. Some people like Reno Omokri came to national TV to lie again. Yet he was disgraced. All these things is happening. And by now watch a whole government, suppose you lead the whole Africa, is being so biased, it's being so ridiculed that now anything that is built on lies can never stand. Ndibo, at this point of time, I am Marago, number one, Ojuzo Kalu Edega here, Nakukon Kenda, I am and hope of them man there. From this time, I suppose they to say these people, all of them, from I actually will like when I be doing an Anambra election at first. In case we don't have plan. I could say that election. We need to, with this thing that happened, something should come from Igbo side, but it has to be a collective thing that everybody kwenye. We need to make a sign, because at the end of the day,
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your submission. You have spoken well. Thank you so much. Bro Christian, I take the mic and pour it out. Let's hear you. We are now into the solution. What next? Now that everything, the opportunity come and lost, so go ahead.
Okay, so my thing is that I think we have to make a decision, but the first thing will be to figure out, okay, if like that last week, again, I didn't get your number and you didn't send me the link, so I couldn't come in, but I watched it. So we have to figure out who are the genuine people who are willing to do what is necessary. Not everything that I've seen so far, people who are the honor tama for befriend me, when I said it the other, okay, some time ago that all we need is water. Some the guy said water. No, I go KJ me water. Then how contribute fundraising. You go and give fundraising for people who are not serious. Are you mad? The humanitarian, is that what you are supposed to be doing? We don't need you don't raise money for humanitarian. This is the time to know that they've made their decision. The zoo government and the Igbo politicians, they've decided on what they want to do. And now it's left for us to decide what we are going to do equally. So if you say you are raising money and for fundraising and for humanitarian, what does that even mean? Humanitarian, the government na-achị obodo ndị in charge. If I don't know if the humanitarian activity is for Biafra land or in Northern or Yoruba, I don't know where it is, but if it's for Biafra land, the government that occupies the land, that is in charge of the land, that runs the land, does humanitarian. But we are not into humanitarian activity. First, we have to do something that will put fire. Then we proceed from there, because why these people they are very comfortable. The Ojus, the Carlos, the Soludo, and all of them put together, they are very. We see what they do. Now, Alibo, I know they are not. They don't feel. In fact, the word is they are just so unbothered, unperturbed. They are so comfortable, because when we say Megan, nothing. So, like I just said not too long ago, that India know enough. All these group, mobile, USB, mobile, CRC, mobile, this, they are doing nothing. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. They are doing nothing. So, if you go and contribute or donate for fundraising, it's up to you. You can do what you want. But I know that it's all a joke. That is what I'm just making very clear now. It's all a joke. So we need to know who are they that will be trustworthy. Then, like I said, given my age, and I'm here now, I'm ready to put my money where my mouth is. So I don't want anything other than let's begin to now. I am not joking. We have to. I can know Sunday because that is the only language that they will understand, and that is the only language that will give us what we want. And I think now is the time. The world is ready for it. Given what is even happening, the genocide and everything that is going on, that is not a country that these people, you know, they are not ready. I'm actually rapping Nnamdi Kanu. That you must understand. And that's a fact, because I think on the 4th, I can't remember their next date. It's just, you will see the same thing play out. When you protest a couple of days, whatever, at the end of the day, you just tire, you go home. And nothing changes. Nothing. Every time you protest, you go home, it gets worse. They tighten the noose on you. This is what they do. Check from the time they've been protesting. Even answers all the conditions or the terms that was given, they did not even one did they implement. So what is the point of that answers? Somebody said that if not because of protest, that we would have like a president who will be there for 40 years or what does it matter if a president is there for 40 years, like Cameroon? Okay, is Nigeria better than Cameroon? The answer is no. Nigeria don't have a president that sits tight. They go after their term, quite all right. But so then what? That don't make any difference whether you sit tight 40 years or like I said, Nigeria is not better than Cameroon. The people in Nigeria, they don't fare better than anywhere in the world. So, in conclusion, I would just say that if I'm able to get this link with them, I will just tell them categorically that look, we should just be working towards raise here the right people, then by now, again, like you said also, if PM by now, by now, I don't know if you understand my point, bro.
At all.
All these criminals, all these impostors, they will all be gone. I'm telling you the gospel truth. And that is when they will have no choice than to force the government to release Nnamdi Kanu. Then from there, we know where we go from there. But because none of that is happening, they are so comfortable. What Jews the other day was in Abia State. We saw it. Dancing around in a public place so comfortably, is it Soludo, is it Hope, all of them, they are all comfortable. So there's nothing happening. When you go, which election you won't get in a country, in a land that you are not in charge of, you don't control. So it's a joke. It's just a joke. I've seen a guy talking about them having actually again when it came for the gubernatorial election in all Anambra State. But trust me, bro, that they are lying to you. They are deceiving you. You don't believe that? Fine, that's fine. But go ahead and do what you want to do. But for me, I want to belong to a group that is serious and they're very pointed, and that the only way we can get what we want is that we have to do the right thing. And so far, we are not doing it. So that's just my point. I just want to make it very clear that moving forward, we should be able to work together to know that we have to fight again. Don't be shy about it. We have to fight again. They've told you that they don't care, and it's like more like go and do your worst. That's the language that this Tunubu and his Yoruba cohort. That is the language they are sending to you. Go and do your worst. And Darlington was saying late yesterday, that you cannot threaten any government by giving them condition that if you say to Nigeria, you must release Nnamdi Kanu, that no government, he's crazy. But for me, I understand these people that these are one Nigerianists. They are all looking towards P2B, that after, 20 years from now, when it gets to Indigo turn, as they say it, then P2B. How can you explain that to any human being that maybe in about 15 or 20 years, it will be the turn of Ndibo? That is not even realistic, So how old is Nigeria since independence? And when is the turn then? So really? So we just need to stop wasting time and focus on the right thing, the written that we have to do to get results, because we are not getting results. So that's that. I don't know what you feel about this or anybody, but I think this is the way to go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
please,
my brother.
Can I correct? Can I correct one impression, please?
Before you come in, let me say something. Thank you so much, my brother Christian. Everybody in this platform, I want you to understand that this is a platform for public opinion. It's a platform for public opinion. If you're on the comment section and you want to make a contribution, click the link, come in and speak. Don't mess up the comment section. Even if you do not like what somebody says, you don't align with it, come and give us reason why you are saying what you yourself is saying. Whatever you are projecting, whatever you are defending, click the link. I have a link there. Click that link. Come and be able to stand on the debate and defend what you are projecting. This is a platform for public opinion. Whether you are even a Nigerian, one Nigerian can come in here and make it. Even if you're against Biafra, you are free to come here. Tell us why you are supporting Biafra. What does it do? It's a platform for public opinion. So if somebody says something and it doesn't align with what you believe, you click the link, come in and debunk and tell us the best way on what you feel is the best thing to do. That is what we expect. It is not for you to be on the comment section and be messing up there and writing all those kind of thing. Click the link. Come and defend what you feel is the best thing. Maybe somebody spoke, you feel that the person has spoken wrongly, he didn't get it. Click the link, add your voice. There are people that are watching. Thousands of people are watching. On Facebook, people are watching. On TikTok, people are watching. Give us your own point. It's a platform for public opinion. We have come a long way. This was why initially from day one, I was calling for us to speak in one voice. If we don't have a united front, all these things we are talking from one angle to the other, saying things that is not possible, that is not obtainable. We will keep on saying it and saying it until that kingdom come. You will still remain in the same place.
Yeah.
You will keep on saying that. Let us be serious for once. Let us be serious. Let's be serious.
Yeah. Please,
Go on,
I really need to correct one impression based on the last speaker, my brother. I respect your opinion, and I actually appreciate for the fact that he said that everybody coming in here have to say their mind, and that is what I want to say.
Yes.
There is no two government we have. We only have one government. And why? I'll tell you the reason why Nkwensilike na USB government. Because why? The reason is because this was the platform that we have been waiting for to use to front. I wouldn't like in a situation whereby people will start discouraging anybody or whatever, or start channeling some certain things to CRC.
No, you are the one discouraging people, okay?
No, I'm not. I'm saying
Bro
my
Christian, don't
mind. I'm saying
interject.
my
Allow him
opinion.
when he finishes. Don't
Just
interject,
let
Bro
me
Christian.
tell you the reason why.
Please don't interject.
CRC is never
Let
a
us calm
government.
down.
Brig
Let
is
us
never
calm
a
down. We
government.
are here to share views and understand each other. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kai saying that now or somehow. I respect what you said. Maybe that's how you feel. But at some point, this time around, like you said, it's time that we have to move in one front. This is a suggestion that you should bring to the government because we are legal now. When we are speaking to the world, we are bringing a document. We are showing them this is who we are. Now, I don't know how they will do it. When I said that now every politician in the Southeast or governors or whatever the post they hold should be held accountable. I don't know how the government should do it, but it's something I need in never. Be brig now about one side, CRC now about one side, USB now about one side. We already have one front. You might not agree with whatever Dr. Ngozi Orebezi might be saying, but that's the time that you have to chip in your own concern. But in Bibialo, okay, we see and all of these people are not doing anything. Who are we going to follow? Can they organize that thing? Who we front? Who we bail the cat? So sometimes let us understand that now. It's not time to start dividing. And we have to we respect each other's opinion. All I have to do is to let you know, see reason why I am here. Not to castigate where you are. Probably one day you might change your mind. Like you see what happened, you saw what happened yesterday. The Nigerians are actually queuing in on the case of the injustice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most of these guys were not involved before, but because they have watched and they have seen. It was the Ghana on Saturday. There must be a name. Any written a name there. We just have to appreciate the ones not trying to do something so that they can try. The same thing, you don't support USB. Fine, I agree with you on that. The same way, somebody has said, I don't support Sowore, even though Sowore is actually going for Nnamdi Kanu's release. It's personal opinion. But my point I'm trying to make is, can I try as much as possible to move in one front and understand the reason why our redeclaration is important. Ngozi Orebezi is not Biafra. The people that in the cabinet, they are not Biafra. They are just our servant. So, all you have to do is to suggest to the government or ask them how even no. Number every time na radio for you to report police brutality. You can suggest those things. Can government produce that medium? Like on a government name, you suggest it there, you push it. Maybe imply where imply because that not today is because that na masses Biafra, governors na senators are one Nigeria, just like Soludo said on the interview on the TV. I don't believe in Biafra. If also Biafra kita. None of them want to talk, but they will come during the campaign time to tell you that now a federal government. But the last interview, what did he say? He didn't even want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu when everybody is queuing in. Because at this point, I'm age every other person. But Otuan no. Mbaji na akara nhore. Mbaji na akara nhore. Kai bido nke ikpeazụ amana. Mmiri a na-ezo ozokwa oya amakwa onye ọwụna. We have actually seen the handwriting on the wall. These people are mean. Very, very mean. If they come to us while we are scattered, we can't win the war. I am a winner. But we just have to move in one front. Our problem is in the house. In our house. A teacher here okay di no no. But if we are here agreeing on CRC, agreeing on Brigi, agreeing on this one, it cannot work. I am in USB because I reason within myself that this was the process I to this place. The process is what I am looking at. I don't look at onye no n'isi oche. The process. Obu no onye no n'isi oche ada emeti ya. Akpa alo ka esi we change ya. Enwe onye na-eji dey equal to the task. Etinye n'oche anwa. That's my point. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate your word. You have spoken very well. And I wish every other person can be able to conduct themselves and speak just the way you have spoken. You see, when I say that this platform who is speaking there? So, as we go on, I love the way you spoke and the way you made your points and what you have just said. You have spoken very well, and I really, really appreciate what you have just said. And I want every one of us to know that in all we are saying here, so far, we are saying the same thing. What this my brother said now and what Christian was saying is just the same thing. But the only thing is that most of the time we are so emotional that we get confused in what we are saying. The main cocoa of this thing we are saying now, which is what I've been shouting about in this platform, that some people even misunderstand me, is when I talk about unity, we have to have a united front for us to succeed. Without having a united front, it is almost impossible for us to do anything. Almost impossible. That is why I have always cried of unity. I cry unity. When I cry of unity, some people will misunderstand it and misinterpret it to different directions. When it comes to the issue of the government of the day, I can bet you that nobody will come in my platform to begin to talk about where to be and where not to be. Nobody is confused about where to be and where not to be, except you are not a follower of Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you are a follower of Mazi Simon Ekpa and you have been on my platform, you are following, you can't be confused where to be. You can never be confused where to be. That is not the problem. Just like the suggestion Christian made, this my brother just spoke, I just made the same suggestion. Taking action that to see that things happen. Showing seriousness that something is going on. And my brother, when you were speaking, you talked about people making suggestions. Make suggestions. Give your opinion on how things have to be done. And I want to put this question to you. What if when people make suggestions, instead of people paying attention, they are being seen as rebel, and at the same time, they are being castigated? Before you know it ends up in chaos. They begin to attack the person something else, simply because somebody made a suggestion. Instead of looking into that suggestion or doing it, then you now create more problem and division. Instead of looking into it, you say now, you tag the person a different name, and you give that person a different group. And the person will now go away and begin to preach a different thing, you on a different angle, thereby creating more divisions. I said this several times on this my program, that the way we manage crisis today in this struggle is very, very bad. The United States of Biafra that we all know today was put in place by Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we know how it all started. Just like my brother said, the foundation, the protocol, the process, it is not hidden. There's nothing that Mazi Simon Ekpa did that he did in the secret. It's all in the open. But what happens when people begin to cry of one thing, the same thing, everybody's crying and complaining about the same thing, and you are seeing things happen and nobody takes action, people feel less concerned. What are you going to do? You know, we're talking about solution here. We're talking about solution here. When you are seeing problem, one person complain, two people complain, people are complaining of a certain issue. Instead of addressing that issue, you tag those people's name, you give them this name, to call them this or call that. That is not solving problem. We don't know how to managing crisis in this very United States of Biafra is a very big problem that we have not been able to solve. Instead of managing the crisis, we are creating more problems. How are we going to make sure that everybody come on one banner,
under one umbrella and do what we have to do. How is it going to be possible? How are we going to do that? That is the greatest challenge we have now. Just like when you were speaking, making some suggestions on what to do, on what not to do, many people are making that suggestion in the secret and in open. Some that I know of, some I don't know of. But most of the time, instead of paying attention, they have been ignored. And before you know it, there are certain things I don't want to say when I come on program. I always try to manage my words so that I don't create problem, or somebody don't say maybe I cause chaos, or maybe I create certain issues. But I have been shouting about unity of purpose. Let us unite and focus on one thing. Unite. This idea of creating strong men and strong women, one place or the other, or trying to forget about the building institution and we are building people, building individuals, building our own personal issue. It's not helping anybody. We have done it first, second, third, and we failed. And we are still doing it. Why is it that we cannot be able to come together as one people and speak in one voice? So many of us that are very close in this United States of Biafra that we are talking about, there are so many things that have happened that are not supposed to happen. The kind of resignation that is happening now, let me point that one out. The kind of resignation that is happening in this United States of Biafra is not supposed to be happening. I can name to you the people that have resigned. Call people who are in the front line, who will make things happen. People that were appointed by Mazi Nnamdi by himself. People that Mazi Nnamdi even begged them to join the government. Many of them today, if not all of them, have resigned. And in a safe society, even in a company, you build a company, when you see people begin to resign, when you begin to see mass resignation, you will get concerned and you look back and say, why is it that people are resigning? Why is it?
Then something is wrong. That's why they are resigning.
You begin to ask yourself, why is it? You will try to sort that problem out. Why is it that there's mass resignation? Why is it? Why is it that? Why is it going on? I have tried in many ways to say this thing, even in silence, in the secret, in the open, but these are the issues we need to sort out. There is anybody that comes here and say you have a doubt of United States of Biafra. If you don't want United States, is it divided state of Biafra you're going to want? We knew what Mazi Nnamdi said. After the declaration, look at what we are going to do. He spelled it out. But today, sometimes when I see certain speech, you see people as if we are buying fear. Is it like we are gripped with fear? We agree, even after that declaration that we now claim we are now our own nation that we are supposed to defend. We are not even ready to defend it. We are not ready to defend the United States of Biafra. We are not ready to defend it. We are not ready to defend it. What I see is fear. Fear is everywhere.
How can we defend it when
Fear. That is what I'm telling you, my brother. Fear is everywhere. Fear. No matter to suppose you when you're there and you see that people are just good, you will look down and sit back and say, why is this thing happening? And sort it out. I am much more disturbed than any other person. That when I come here, I forget about talking about Nigeria and begin to talk about my brother or my sister. It is painful. It pains me a lot. I hate to speak. To talk about my brother or my sister. To castigate them. I don't like it. And I don't tolerate it on my platform. That is why when I'm doing my program, I don't call anybody's name. I try as much as possible to avoid calling people's name. I avoid it, calling people's name. I don't call it. Because at the end of the day, this Biafra we're talking about is for you. It is for me. It is for every one of us. We are fighting for common interest, which is freedom. Including the politicians. They want this freedom also. In as much as their selfish interests, their own greed will not allow them to join us and do what we are doing. But they themselves are even facing more marginalization. They go to jail, even in a thing that the Northern will do, not go to jail. A Southern, a Biafran person will do it and go to jail.
Yeah, but please, like you said, so many people are resigning. Ebe like at one you know say ebe mata na ebe akwa na alụ aka nne ya nọ ya na nne ya nọ there. But think of it this way. Everyone that is resigning, is it for the good or for the bad? Because it goes both ways. I'm not in the cabinet. I don't know what is going on. Like, I'm speaking based from as an outsider. And that's the way I can judge the case. Possibility that the people that resign, either na level anako, elosing at their level, or because that they help on what is going on. But where I really stand is, EMA USB government is our own. Nkemonage. We did it. We went to Finland. It's like our family house. So obo na onye nyere in charge ko na edozi family house na edozi ti ofuma. Iye jezi one of the family house. Jeje na assistant the mother. Don't go to the family house. Or will you stay in that house and try to change the way things is going on in the family house? See, we should understand that. Like I said, the reason why I am in USB government is because of the process it was born. It was legit.
That is the reason why I can never condemn that in my platform.
Yes, that is the reason why I am because of the person not there. Because I need open mind. Our own is our own. Running away from it can never solve the problem. If go legit, if we go documents to move, to channel your aggravation to one particular thing, why running away from it? Why must you complain na nobody say and when so many people suppose in on a government? I think I don't know whether they are up to 60 people in the whatever.
Now let me say something, my brother. Hold on. You see, on that area you're going, in this USB government, by the special grace of God, I have been inside that cabinet. There are things I know that I can't even come online to say. I was with Mazi Simon Ekpa during when he was around. Mazi Simon Ekpa held several meetings with us in the cabinet. I was there. In the media, Mazi Simon Ekpa, we attended many meetings with Mazi Simon Ekpa in the media. But this is not what I'm saying. That is when I come here, I put my words open. When my own very self, when I get concerned about people who are resigning, most of these people, I have their resignation letters with me, but I cannot use it for program. If I begin to play the resignation program, the reasons why they resign, if you find out, maybe you'll be seeing a different thing. And every one of them, it is the same complaint, the same thing. This is that I'm not like people who is coming here to make you want to come and drag people to watch you or to look you any day you see or something. There are information that I have that if I begin to use the new program, it will draw attention. But I can't do that.
Okay, let's put it.
I cry for unity. Unity. We have the United States of Biafra, which is something I can even bet my life on.
Let's judge it this way. Let's judge it this way because that's the way I see things. Everything of government in a problem, just like what is going on. When they like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until Simon Ekpa, they don't like it anymore. The same way Simon Ekpa now, Ngozi Orebeze in charge. Now, Ebu malice on anybody in my mind for anybody that choose not to accept Ngozi Orebeze name. I'm not part of it. I'm a Biafran, hardcore one, but I'm not in the government. So the thing there I will actually say is, I don't know what is going, just like Ngiwan on a cabinet before, and and I would have suggested okay, or Kagwande by why they are resigning, but I will say that might be a distraction for now because
you can't say that it's a distraction. It's a very big distraction. That is why my own very self here. I cannot come in. There are people that when they get their hand on the letters that those people are writing, on the letters and the names, they will get worried. It will create chaos.
Okay, now.
At the end of the day, we will not have anybody to even speak for us.
Since we know that will be a distraction, and who are the government? The people are the government. ọ bụrụ na ihe a na-eme na USB cabinet abroad the main thing, why don't we know about it? Because I want need to change the government. But like I said, it might be a distraction because I don't like this time around. The point I'm trying to make is anything that will hinder that we will not unite to do this fight, because Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime and Simon Ekpa nọ n'ime, because if one of these person is outside, all this trouble will end. The same thing, anything, if everything are solved. But the most important thing, what is happening now is what they actually want us to be doing. Change of government is always a problem. And when they are like, pattern Dr. Ngozi they use might not be the pattern that any other person is familiar with. But the most important thing is the support. I'm supporting the government because of how legitimate are they. This is an example. I give you example because I ain't a brain to think before we act. Something without me analyzing it. That's why everybody is being encouraged to be involved in politics, so that you can be able to say your own mind, because they are the ones making the law for you. So you need to be involved. So my advice is, instead of running away, because now I scatter Mela general position now, because now after the declaration, all one I intending on one umbrella, I think that we have gone far.
Very far away.
What is going on now? Because of the scattering.
No governor and you will go election. After 10 months,
so let us, whatever it is that is hindering us not to be in that umbrella I created. Kebiru kita anu asolve where. Kebiru na solve where. Obu no Simon Ekpa pụta n'ime ye dissolve ya. Let's work on that. Obu no Nnamdi Kanu pụta n'ime it is the problem. Let's work on that. I use one mind again. We move all this thing. But we can't be, no matter if we fight here until tomorrow. The film again, they will be taking out the ones on ndị Igbo nekwa ka egwu na-atụ ha ije protest. Onye Yoruba pụta protest enweghị emere ya tinye ejumakọ n'ime na nwanne Nnamdi Kanu etinye ya na abụ n'ime. Achọrọ m ichere side to say na nọ ndị Igbo ka arrest Sowore, mana the reason why they did not arrest Sowore yesterday is like I said, they are scared. They are scared of escalating it. Because people will not, it might turn into another thing. So they just decide to leave the guy. But my point I'm trying to make is that now I know Abasaga with our government, we based on OTHCD now. I never quite what a mistake. Ebe onye male ebe esi media or onye male ebe yeah, see find there a way to make amend. Okwa umumwine na ndị mpa ihe na village. Okwa from a finish Benue, they will enter Enugu. That was the plan. From Enugu, ana barata abanya Anambra, na-eme ihe na ya nọrọ abodo Igbo na-eme this thing. Na akọ okwa ka ndị bai wee makwa. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. In this platform is not meant to attack any Biafran. I say it and I repeat it again and again. When it comes to, just like my brother said, when it comes to the structure, the United States of Biafra was spelled out. If you trace it all the way from IPOB. And we got there. That is where we are stuck now. Maybe we're another angle on again. But what we are saying, there are things that are not done the way it's supposed to be done. And we're not saying it out of malicious mind. We're not saying it to discredit anybody, but we are saying it to call attention so that things has to be done. That was actually the aspect that Christian was going, because I have spoken with Christian. Christian has been on this platform every time. Sometimes when he wants to say something, I say, don't go there. I know the reason why I say it. Because people don't understand. The way people understand things are different. There are certain things you say, people will misunderstand it and think that maybe you are attacking somebody or you're doing that. That is why when I'm saying certain things, I'll be on neutral place and begin to say what I want to say. For those who want to understand, see yet, no matter how I try to manage it, you see some people, even on the comment section, they will be calling names, even when I didn't call anybody name. When you speak generally, even when I make it clear where I stand, I make it clear what my complaint and what my worries are. My purpose on this very media, it is not for popularity, not to look for. If I wanted to look for saga like the people who come and use somebody's video, analyze family video, analyze the audio message, analyze the text message, I have more than 1,000. I have more than. Because of this very issue, I even deactivated my own line because of information that are coming. I deactivated my line. I have content that I can use to make a program that the whole world will be landing here and they will listen. But as long as it's not going to make Biafra grow, as long as it's not going to add anything to us, I don't need it. That is why when I show my concern, this is a platform for Biafra to show their concern. And those who are concerned should be able to listen. Not somebody make this correction. Listen to people. Make that correction once and for all. We cannot go far without unity. After almost 1 year of declaration of Biafra, look at where we are. Look at where we are. Saying one thing over and over. When we are starting this program, that is how everybody was complaining. Every time we come and talk. Some people, even on the comment section, they say every time you are talking. And we have almost outgrown this time. Where we went back now is in fear. People are gripped in fear. We are supposed to have confidence now more than we had before. But we are going back to fear factor. Where we are afraid to do this one. We are afraid to do that. This one. We don't want to be arrested. We are afraid. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is afraid, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is exercise fear, now that his health is at stake, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will only tell them that Biafra, I'm no longer interested. He will release, he go home with a big amount of money and compensation. Likewise, Mazi Samanekwa. If Mazi Samanekwa wants to come out today, it's a person of a phone call. And he will come out. But these people have outgrown fear. How is it that now that they have taken us to this far now, they will now come and push that fear factor within ourselves? Nobody will dash you freedom. More especially if freedom has to do with African people in African country. In African man hand. You need to fight. You need to fight to be free from an African man hand. You need to fight. It is not you can't just come and say you must have to fight.
Mazi, you a lot of people on that platform. I can see.
Sorry. Sometimes you just get carried away and you begin to talk. I'm so sorry for keeping everybody. Coaches, please take the mic. If you're there, Coaches, unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, Bro Christian. Thank you so much for remembering, for calling the attention of Mr. Mazi Choose. Yes.
I beg, we're going to know best, Daddy. We're going to know best.
Hey, well, even I maybe more. Once that spirit in Bahanamad, you can start from now to speak to the yourself. Once the spirit is there. Yes. Thank you so much, all Biafrans and everybody that is in comment section. Mazi Choose, I will still thank you once again for bringing this platform, for making it to be this standard. Because without the standard of this platform, there are so many people that even Eban Abasaga come on like a reader got yourself. Because I check in now. To check in 99% of people now on this platform. We get waiting over 1 million people now watch our live. Obuda very day no will Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got caught.
That is the only day, my brother.
Or Mazi Simon Ekpa. No will any court case here on Mukwenega. Or no will any mega program in Nigeria, just like Demel yesterday. Because I do not like now this platform yesterday is almost 1 point something K.
Exactly.
But check again today. Yes, follow the 100 itself. Why? They do not want to hear the truth. Even if you violent, many of them naga. But I'll still thank you once again. Thank you so much for bringing this platform out for us. And again, what we need to understand now, Nigerians have missed the target. Just like to Biafra is miss with the target. Because of this unit and a co after that declaration, I got go the level I know today. But after that declaration, some intruders our miss won't be able to divide at the house. And because of that divide, so many things went wrong. And another thing again, the chance Nigeria people, indigenous people of Nigeria, one chance can we take yesterday, if you a bastard. Because if you check out to that protest we got that yesterday, some people they make protests. I'm just going to Abuja is the #1 target, and Lagos. If you check the people that is in Kanu, they not even know when the protest in Naga on. Or hold themselves na they know, but they do not want to come out. Even our people that is even living in that area, are they going to say the Nahamal anything but other protests? Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of Yenga Bahanapa. That's why they did not come out to do the meeting. And again, 4th of November 2025 is another chance. Biafra in Mukule again. After that election, again win a Biafra land. That's a number election. Ogabuko on that key. I give you for pay all these evil politicians into na Biafra land. Because the whole thing is going at Chukwukabe Amanjue plan. Because I need to go to one Bonambia Pluman. Chukwukabe Amamara Maka. And Chukwama Yepeno Ngagafio. Any situation in it, Chukuma the reason why would you make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a DSS dungeon today. Chukwukabe just want to use it to teach so many people lessons, most especially Nigerians. And even Biafrans as well. Because we want to make any Nendeku with one voice. Open all these people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their leader, as they said. That yesterday, all those politicians, both Mandu and Kuka have Herbert and street. That yesterday, but the main target, Akoshiju will raise their voice. Everybody wake up Tana Street. But I'm still hearing on that news now. No Hanezendi Bonopo Unla protest on 25th of this October. But I do not know how true that news is. But I'll still go investigation on that news before I know. I'm just seeing it. But this is the time. We are still seeing it again. This is the time our people, almost all our people, both homeland and abroad, this is the time everybody needs to come together. Because this unity and a co-cream, that we're not together we stand. Now man divide the wine. Just like you would two quarters like this. Each they can never be break. But today we'll pay one by one. You start to show budget bidaza, but they hand in it to break. The budget charge the whole head. That is why they cook this unit. And they know the camp of the enemy. They know. How many Mazi Nnamdi Kanu start today? And that unit and the cocaine, no ga batakwa na miss. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpan start today. That unit and the cocaine,